what's HAPS instructions on HAPS. I hope this will work, and now I'll listen to Facebook Live. It will come up here. Again, yes. Yeah, it's working. So, again, just in time, or the academic quarter, you could say, or 15 minutes, I got a incoming call on my phone around this 3 p.m. Central European time, and then before that I had an important coaching call. So now I see it's working, so I will turn down the headphones. I see it on live. I see it's one person watching. It could be myself, maybe. On the phone here, it's saying, I hope you hear me well. I see a new message. Mark Goldman. Hello from Los Angeles. Hello, Mark. And I will not try to write at the same time as I'm talking, because it's multitasking. And the thing here, when you have it in horizontal, I don't really have to see myself, but it's the HAPS instruction and the chat is going part of the screen. I have it now in horizontal view. Maybe I should have it in the other way, but with my tripod it's working this way, otherwise it will be not in the right level. So I want you to see my cap, EgoNetcast, so I could promote one of my podcasts, and then also you see in the background Tea Party Media old site that I had together with a friend, Pallefrid Svensson, and that was illustrated by John Cox, that you see here also. He has a very nice thing. This is important things in life. I bought this as an original by John Cox. So, and he said, "To Martin, all the best, your friend John." And I read, it's a very nice material, artist material. You don't say cardboard, but it's like a hard paper or cardboard. So I would not drink it with a yak. I would not drink it in Iraq. I would not drink it here or there. I would not drink it anywhere. I do not like green Asian tea. I do not like Duty B. And this is Kirkwood, his cartoon there, John Cox. So I bought that original, and I thought it should be in my studio here. Talking about tea, that will be tea on Saturday. We will do a tea party drinking there at 9 p.m. Central European time. And right now I'm drinking Assam black tea from India. Cheers. So, we'll see more what's saying. Hi Mark, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Mark, from Los Angeles on the west coast. I'm on the west coast also, but I'm in Gothenburg, Sweden. How is it on the left coast there in California? Hello from Perth, so from Australia, I reckon. So, what type of content do you produce? I produce. That's my model, BNP. That's a play with words, gross domestic product in Swedish. So blogging, I've been a blogger since 2002. I recently started, or I've done for maybe a year or two, newsletter called Lyceum Bulletin. So that's a newsletter powered by a service called Review. And then podcasting, I've done that since 2006, and I am a new media advisor. So I could inspire people and individuals and organizations to start a pod, to launch a pod, to continue with the pod and podcast, and market it and develop it, etc. So that's what I'm doing. Yes, from Australia. Bernadette. Hello, see you there. So Down Under. I had a mastermind group there facilitated by Fizzle, and I will include that in the show notes here. And there it was 3 or 4 individuals from Australia, so that was nice to talk to them, and we had to do the matching with the time zones and the different, in order to fit the time for everyone that would work. So great to see people all over the world here. So what's today's topic? So I have to then watch now my Facebook Live and see how long time it have done, because I don't see that on my phone. And the HAPS challenge is for about 10 minutes. I don't know, I could start out with that already. I don't know if I qualify for it, because you have to get 250 views every time you're doing it. So, but in total I've done over 1K in views. So maybe I'll talk to Peter Bittner and see how that's going. So 3 things, Tuesday Tech, homage to and tribute to the Tech TV series that was back in the day with, for example, Leo Laporte. The person who coined netcast as a competitive term for podcasting, but podcasting is the one that's working. So 3 things on Tuesday Tech at 3 o'clock p.m. Central European Time. Lots of T's there. So I wrote in the title, Countdown for Blogosphere. Is Blogosphere still there going on? It started in 2004. Some say it's not fading, but now it's the new kid on the block called Clubhouse. Have you joined yet? Raymond Ray, shout out to you. I'm still waiting for the invite code. The joke. And my question as a new media advisor, thinking about digital minimalism, or as I call it, essentialism, that you should focus on the hubs that you could control, like your blog, like your newsletter and your podcast. Then you could have satellites, for example, Facebook, Clubhouse and others. But I will definitely test Clubhouse because I like the audio format. And it could be almost like an interrelay chat back in the day, or you're in a club or a room and talk about something that you're passionate about. So I will do a test, but it's not the so-called, I don't like the word killer, but it will not kill podcasting. And Mark Asquith of Rebel Base Media wrote a nice article about our blog post, and also an episode on Rebel Base Media. They are creating the hosting Captivate.fm, but I have some of my podcasts and clients on Captivate. And he, as I said, wrote a blog post about Clubhouse and if it will kill podcasting, and he doesn't think that, and I agree with that. But I want to test out Clubhouse anyway, but maybe it will end up like Blab or other things like that, for being around for a while, and then something will happen if they will do an exit or become acquired and so on. So we'll test out Clubhouse. And Countdown I am referring to here on HAPS. You could put things in advanced preparation for a countdown, so counting down, for example, with a jingle and an artwork. And I will try to do that on my computer, on my laptop computer. But when I've tested, then the countdown feature have blocked the recording of the live streaming, so you haven't seen me or something else. So I want to test it out, how that works. So that's why I used the word countdown. It could be also this, the song Final Countdown, things going on. See, I haven't joined Clubhouse, not sure how I feel about it. I say the same, Bernadette. I don't think it will kill podcasting, but here it takes up a lot of time. Yeah, and time is what we have. It's precious. So thanks for investment this time with me here. And I want to keep it short and sweet, like around 10 minutes, because that's the HAPS challenge. But yeah, I will do it as much. And with the interaction, I could continue. I will, as I said, don't write comments at the same time, because that's too much multitasking for me. But you could also invite moderators or people helping you out. If this will grow, when I could do that in the future. So now I'm looking at myself at the Facebook thing on an iPad and trying to look here on the screen also. That's something that I am struggling with, to look at myself and the eyes and so on. So I will get some shades to be a cool guy, to joke. And I see the live is going good with a great connection, and I hope you hear me well. I'm using a lavalier mic, so it hopefully will take this sound and quality in a good way. I know for myself that I don't speak up so loud, so it could be pretty low, but then you have to raise the volume. So and also now I switched for the better quality, but that could take a bit of about the broadband and for my side, but also for you, the viewers. And you have to think about that. You can't take for granted that everyone has a fiber or high-speed internet. Some areas here in Habs, and that's what I like, that you could spread the good word and freedom of expression. So you could reach areas in the world that is not so, you could say, industrialized, or have the best quality when it comes to internet connection and also mobile connection, etc. So I like this way of doing it, and also that you stream out to different destinations. At the same time, this is now on Facebook, and you could then write comments and thumbs ups and so on. And then also to YouTube. I don't have a big YouTube following yet. I have lots of cat videos, and also automatically streaming Ego Netcast through Libsyn hosting service there. So every episode will come as a video also. Then you see my artwork that John Cox have done also with me, a caricature of myself having a cap, a microphone, and a old style radio. You could call podcasting time-shifted radio. That's good. So you could watch this in live, but also you could listen to a podcast whenever you want. And that's one of the main advantages of podcasting, I think. So Clubhouse will not kill podcasting, but I will test it out and see if it could work for me as a new media advisor, and also, test new format. Second point, and thanks for following me along here. I'm already babbling for talking about Blab 12 minutes. Fizzle co-founder Corbett Barr is doing a digital reboot. So you have exit Facebook and also LinkedIn, and he wants to concentrate now one of his, as I said, Fizzle, the Fizzle forum, and I include my referral link there. It's a nice platform, and I've got lots of help and support and learned lots of things from it, and they have a great community for indie podcasters, for example, but also indie entrepreneurs and small business individuals and owners. So I could definitely recommend the Fizzle, and they have a great podcast also, the Fizzle Show. So he wrote about how to do a digital reboot, and that when I'm launching my last site called tparty.media. Cheers. I will talk about digital minimalism and digital essentialism, and also to have a life scale. That's a great book by Brian Solis, Life Scaling. So more about that in the future. So, and the third thing, I will have a podcasting app with my new podcast, The Secular Foxhole, together with my co-host Blair, and it's created by a service called custommobile.app. And please say hi and refer to me if you check out this service. Libsyn has that if you're on the tier, like $20 per month, and you have great capacity there and space, and then $10 extra for developing an app. So I have that on Ego Netcast, and also for some clients that are using that. But on the Secular Foxhole, we have it on Captivate, and they don't have that feature yet. And of course, the listener should listen where they want. So having an own app, then you have to compete with other regular apps, but it's a great marketing possibility, and you could also connect with your listeners in a good way. So custommobile.app, John Lee and company have created this service. So I am a patron, so I give them, I think it's $6 per month, I think, to develop this and support this app. And there you could also connect with your listeners, and you could sell merchandise, and you could have live streaming, chatting, and so on. So that could be interesting. Hello from Brighton. Hello, Caroline. Thanks for joining and watching. So that's the three things. Clubhouse will not kill podcasting. Are you doing a digital reboot and cutting down on time like this on social media? And if you are a podcaster, do you have your own podcast app so you could communicate with your listeners and market yourself in an interesting way? So that's my three things for today. And next time it will be on Thursday. Then it will be torsdag in Swedish, Torshammer, hammer. And then I will ventilate something, and I will review an article of the latest issue that this came yesterday on Monday, The Economist. So I will read an article there in The Economist and review that and analyze it, and we could have a discussion about that. So that's on Thursday, and that will be on 9 a.m. Central European time. So this is 3 p.m. Central European time on Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Central European time on Thursdays, and on Saturday when we have tea drinking party, cheers, then it's 9 p.m. Central European time. So Anna West is watching me right now on Facebook, so thanks, Anna. So with that, I will wrap it up and talk to you soon again, and cheerio.